Good evening and welcome to News Scope Daily TV, your trusted source for in-depth analysis of the latest economic and political developments across the globe. I'm Anchor Name, and tonight we turn our focus to Ghana, Africa's largest gold producer, as the country moves to overhaul its gold mining royalty system, a decision that could have far-reaching implications for both the nation and the wider African continent. As global gold prices continue their upward surge, Ghana is seeking to ensure that its citizens and government benefit more from the wealth beneath their feet. But mining companies are already pushing back, warning that the proposed changes could stifle investment and slow economic growth. Stay with us as we break down the proposed reforms, examine the reactions from industry leaders, and explore how this could reshape mining policy across Africa. And don't forget, if you value staying informed about Africa's economic developments, subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, and share this video to keep your friends updated. Ghana, long known as Africa's largest gold producer, is now seeking to revise its gold mining royalty framework. The government has made clear that it wants to capture a larger share of revenue from the booming gold market, particularly as prices surge on global markets. Currently, Ghana applies a flat royalty rate for gold mining companies. Officials argue this system no longer reflects market realities, especially when gold prices soar. By moving to a sliding royalty scale, the government hopes to align state revenue with market conditions, effectively earning more when gold sells for higher prices. Analysts say this is part of a broader trend across Africa, where countries rich in natural resources are increasingly scrutinizing existing contracts with mining firms to secure a fairer share of profits. The proposed system would replace the flat royalty rate with a sliding scale ranging from 5% to 12%. Under this model, when gold prices rise, companies would pay a higher royalty, increasing government revenue automatically. This system is similar to the one used in Burkina Faso, where royalties are directly linked to market prices. Advocates of the reform argue that sliding royalties are fair to citizens and provide the state with a more sustainable revenue stream. However, industry representatives caution that the higher royalty bands could significantly increase production costs. Mining firms worry that this may reduce profitability and, in some cases, discourage new investment in Ghana's mining sector. Financial experts note that while the sliding scale could benefit Ghana in the short term, the policy must balance revenue needs with maintaining a competitive environment to attract both local and international investors. The Ghana Chamber of Mines, representing the industry, has expressed concerns about the pace and scale of the proposed reforms. Companies are asking for a narrower royalty band of 4% to 8% rather than the 5% to 12% proposed by the government. Additionally, mining firms are requesting wider price intervals to slow the rate at which royalties increase as gold prices rise. They argue that sudden jumps in royalty rates could destabilize financial planning and reduce Ghana's appeal to international investors. A key component of the industry's proposal is to dedicate 1% of royalties specifically for community development around mining areas. Mining companies argue that such a mechanism ensures that local communities benefit directly from the resources extracted in their regions. This would cover infrastructure, education, healthcare, and other essential services. Government officials, however, maintain that revenue growth for the state remains a priority. The challenge is crafting a policy that balances economic gains with social responsibility, ensuring that Ghana's citizens see tangible benefits from their country's gold reserves. Despite industry pushback, the government insists that the reforms are essential for boosting state revenue. Recent years have seen long-term mining agreements scrapped or renegotiated, reflecting a broader effort to ensure that Ghana's mineral wealth contributes to national development. In response to early concerns, the finance minister has offered a partial concession, reducing, but not eliminating, the 3% growth and sustainability levy that applies to mining operations. Experts say this move may signal that the government is willing to compromise, but not at the expense of capturing a fairer share of the country's gold wealth. The final outcome will likely depend on negotiations between state officials, mining companies, and international investors. Ghana's proposed reforms could have ripple effects across the African continent. Other countries rich in natural resources are closely watching the situation, considering whether similar sliding scale royalties could help them capture more revenue from booming commodity markets. Investors, meanwhile, remain cautious. Aggressive reforms without proper consultation risk discouraging investment and slowing economic growth. The balance between fair state revenue and investment-friendly policies will be key not only for Ghana but for mining operations across Africa. Analysts suggest that Ghana's approach could become a model for other African nations if implemented carefully, creating a precedent for resource-rich countries seeking greater financial returns without stifling industrial growth. That wraps up our coverage of Ghana's proposed overhaul of its gold mining royalty system, a story that not only affects Ghana but could influence mining policies across Africa. What do you think? Should Ghana prioritize increased state revenue, or should it maintain investor-friendly policies to encourage foreign investment? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis insightful, make sure to subscribe to Newscope Daily TV, hit the like button, and share this video with friends who follow African economic news. Turn on notifications so you never miss our detailed reports on politics, economics, and industry across the globe. Thank you for watching and stay informed with Newscope Daily TV, where every story matters.